Hi, this is Jason Robinson, and I think we're live. I'm with Illustration by Design, and I am just going to do a live stream of me finishing this illustration I started tonight, or last night rather, for Drawn and Quartered, the fan edition. The subject was the creator of Lone Wolf and Cub, a classic manga, anime, live action series from Japan. Um, what's his name? Hold on. Uh, the author's name was Kazuo Ko, Koiki, I believe. I can't really pronounce it. It's this gentleman right here, Kazuo Koiki. He passed away last week, and his main claim to fame was Lone Wolf and Cub, which was about a samurai who was protecting a small child. But he also created this character, Crying Freeman, who I know him from. This is a manga from the 1980s about a Japanese man who was brainwashed into becoming a hitman by the Chinese mafia. But anyway, the subject tonight for Drawn and Quartered was to do a drawing in honor of that author, and so I picked Crying Freeman because I was familiar with him. He's a really cool character, and give me a good chance to draw him. So this is a drawing that I did tonight of Crying Freeman, and it actually won tonight. So, but it's not completely finished. I just need to add some more details and stuff. So I'm just going to finish it up right now, finish inking it, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. So just hang out and enjoy. It's a little warm in here, but turn the air conditioner down. Oh, Eric Hawkins. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, thank you very much. He says sick piece tonight. Um, thanks. That was you who came in second, wasn't it? If so, I mean that was. I mean your piece was fantastic. I loved it. I was trying hard not to tell people how great their artwork was because I didn't want other people voting for them. I apologize. But seriously, you guys, your artwork was so good tonight. It wasn't even funny. It was like, yeah, no, seriously. I mean, your artwork, and I think you did the one with the carriage, right? With the baby in the carriage, no, with the carriage and the woman with the umbrella. That one and the one with the guy with the sword inside the circle. Those two were so good. I was just like, holy mackerel! It's Oh, you voted once for me, once for you. Thank you. I think your vote put me over the top. So you might, you you might be regretting that. I don't know, but yeah, it was really fun. I really love Drawn and Quartered because it forces you to, it forces me anyway to do stuff that to draw a lot faster than I'm used to. That was Jim. Oh, you did the one with Inside the Circle. Okay, that was cool. Seriously, that one with Lone Wolf with that sword in the circle was fantastic. Um, but yeah, Drawn Core forces me to like draw a lot faster than I'm used to. I would usually like take a lot longer than that to draw. So it helps me. It helps me get better. Oh, your friendly neighborhood ninja. Hey, how you doing? Good seeing you. Oh, I'm glad you liked it. I appreciate it. Oh, Friendly Neighborhood Ninja says, and yes to Crying Freeman, good stuff. Yeah, I love that character. I started reading him in college, and I was I'm surprised it never became really popular. I know that Mark Decocos, I can't remember his last name. Yeah, he's an actor, but he uh, he played this character in a French movie years ago, um, and I think they made an anime based on it. But I'm surprised it never took off. I mean, I kind of know why. I mean, it was the manga itself is somewhat sexualized. I mean, it has some sexual content in it. I mean, quite a fair amount. But that's not even like a main component of it. I'm really not sure why it never took off because it's a really interesting story. But Eric Hawkins says I've really enjoyed being on the show the past few weeks. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, that's the main reason why I keep coming back. It's sort of like it reminds me a lot of art school or college when again you're sort of competing in friendly competition with other artists, and it's really helpful for honing your ability to work under pressure. And for anyone who wants to be a comic book artist, I mean that's pretty much essential. You have to get used to that. So it is a very cool thing. Let's see. Your friendly neighborhood ninja says you can watch the Crying Freeman on YouTube if you search for it. Now, is that the anime or is that the live action movie? I imagine I saw a live action movie. I wasn't that impressed with it. Probably because I was it didn't match the it didn't meet the standards of the the manga, the original source material. So I was just like, this isn't as good. Oh, the anime. Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah. The thing with the live action movie is that it's well, I guess the thing with the source material is that the character is supposed to be so irresistible to women that even his enemies, like if they send female assassins after him, they can't kill him because they fall in love with him as soon as they see him. And you can't really mimic that in live action because you have to find someone who's so handsome that you can actually believe that. And the actor they hired wasn't I guess he was good looking, but he wasn't that handsome. Oh, Eric Hawkins says got head of bed. Really great piece tonight. Thank you. Yours as well. Seriously, I mean yours should have won just as easily as mine did. So it's just you know it's just a question of like the people voting um, and everything. So, but because you did a beautiful piece, so thank you, Eric. I appreciate it. Yeah, another thing, I had to end up taping an extra sheet of paper to it because I ran out of space here. This is a 9 by 12 sheet of paper. And here on the foot, got to the foot, didn't have room for the blade, so I had to tape another sheet of paper to it. So, unfortunately, I tried mapping it out in pencil first to make it all fit, but it didn't work. Uh, Ninja says, I love that Freeman can kill a man with a knife in his toes. Yeah, I thought that was one of the coolest things about the character. I mean, they trained him so that he could use his toes as well as he can as well as he can use his fingers, and so he would always do cool stuff with his feet, like carrying blades between his toes and throwing knives with his toes and stuff. And I thought that was one of the more interesting parts of his character. Uh, Ninja says also Freeman actually feels remorse for the people he has killed. He's deep down a good guy. Yeah, that's why he's always crying. Well, crying after he kills someone, because he doesn't want to be an assassin, but he's been, at least in the beginning, he's been so thoroughly brainwashed that he has no choice. They say his little code phrase, and he's compelled to do it, and so that's the only release he has for his misery. Ah, there we go. It's like, where are my French curves? I found them. I don't know, and I'm not sure when they ended the manga. Um, I imagine it was still in the '90s because I bought a number of the. I should probably just look it up and buy them. I bought a number of the original comic books back then when it first came out in college, but I could never keep up because I don't know if it was because they were sold out when I went to look for them, or they were the issues were sold irregularly, or what. But I ended up only getting a few individual issues, and then I got this, compilation of the story. At least the beginning of the story. But I know there's more to it than just that. So, but well, I'll try to find the rest of it so I can read it. Like I said, it's a really good story. Oh, thanks, Ninja. Ninja says, what a truly compelling character, and you have brought him to life perfectly. Thanks. What was I gonna do? Oh. Oh, I remember what I was gonna do. Boy. Boy, boy. I was gonna put in, like, some minimal background on it. Some minimal background. Oops, actually, that's not what I need. I need my triangle. I need my triangle, because I need to draw perpendicular lines. Not just straight lines, but perpendicular lines. And that's good enough. That's good. And this one should... Here? That good. Hmm. Ah, shoot. I forgot. I'll have to download it. The series finale of Gotham was on tonight. I completely forgot, and I missed it. I need to watch that. I don't even really like Gotham, but, you know, I haven't watched it since the end of the first season, but, you know, they skipped ahead like 10 years in this episode, and so they finally got to the point where he becomes Batman. That's all. That's the entire reason why I even started watching it to begin with, so, yeah, I want to watch it. I'm not sure how good it's going to be, but I'll give it a look. Hmm. Hmm. Now what I want to do is put a splatter pattern in here. I'm not sure how to do that though, in terms of drawing it by hand. I mean, I know how to do it, but it's just it's a pain in the butt. Oh, think. How do I do that? There's no way to easily do it. So maybe I'll just leave it empty and then fill it in on the computer. I might do that. Because I don't. Otherwise, I have to mask it out, get Frisket, and then splatter ink. And I don't like splatter ink because it makes a mess. I'm very fussy. That's why I don't paint. I don't like making a mess. I think the biggest mess I make is when I erase and I brush my eraser shavings onto my desk. But other than that, I like the cleanness of just pen and inks and drawing with pencil without the messiness of splatter. I suppose I wouldn't mind it if I weren't recording this, but yeah, it's just too much trouble. It'll take too much time for me to do all that stuff. I'm just trying to think. Wish there was some easy way for me to just do it manually without having to splatter. But I can't think of any right now. So I will just clean up all these pencil lines. Funny Neighborhood Ninja says, I like to watch the older Kung Fu movies on YouTube. Wu-Tang is great. Yeah, I tend to watch not old Kung Fu movies, but just old black and white movies from like the 30s and 40s on YouTube. Because one channel I wish I had that that we had here at home is Turner Classic Movies. I love old movies, and AMC used to show old movies all the time back in the 90s, and then they changed their format and they started showing just like first more modern movies, and then finally just completely they stopped showing old movies altogether, really, and they only show contemporary movies, as well as original content. But back when they showed primarily old movies, I loved it, and we get Turner Classic Movies in my area, but for some reason it doesn't come with our basic cable, which is frustrating because our friends have basic cable and they get it, and I have no idea why. It's just like, how come you get it and we don't? It's just just the area, the street they live on, or their apartment complex or whatever. They got some sort of deal where they get certain stations we don't. So I get my old movie fix by watching certain old movies that are allowed to be shown on YouTube, and I watch them here. But I used to watch all those classic kung fu movies when I was a kid on Saturday afternoons. They would show them on I can't even remember what channel it was on. It wasn't channel 13. That was PBS, but yeah, but they were fun. Neighborhood Ninja says, I remember the good old days of AMC, and I dig the background music. Oh, you can hear it? Okay, cool. Wasn't sure if it was too low or not. It's just my my neighbors are here, well, next door. I didn't want to make it too loud, so. Yeah, it's electro swing that I'm listening to. It's who is this? Is this Techno Axe? He's a composer who puts his stuff on YouTube. It's all copyright free, so I'm able to play it while I'm drawing. But yeah, electro swing, I really enjoy it. It's that classic 30s and 40s sort of swing music, but put to a contemporary beat with contemporary electro music. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. I want to do this block here. I don't even know if you can see it, but I'll do it in Photoshop. It's just easier, and it'll be a lot faster. So anyway, I think this is it for this very short live stream. I was planning on doing. Whoops, get back. This backed up. Was that? Maybe that's the original. There you go. Zoom, and then zoom. That's it. Oh, let me sign it. That'd be helpful. That's like down here at the bottom. But and I'll fill this space in with blood splatter pattern. So that was my idea for that sort of rectangular background graphic. But anyway, thank you everyone for hanging out this short period and watching me. If you haven't already, please hit the like button and subscribe and the bell for notifications. And I'll go back on tomorrow or today actually. It's 2 something in the morning now where I am, and I'll be doing some more drawings. Probably some of the winning art from my art giveaway from about a week and a half ago. I need to get more of those done, so I'll do some more of those tomorrow. But anyway, you guys have a great night, and thanks for hanging out. Take care. Bye.